Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading and let us see what is your current situation. What is this reading about for Cancer? All right, look, we have the moon and we have the full moon. Energy will be there for today as well as tomorrow. So, your um, main theme is heightened emotions, completion of cycle, something coming to an end, and it could also be something which is a little secretive. Okay, clouds, we have the moon and clouds both talking about things are not quite clear. Maybe you are keeping some secrets, maybe you have some confusion, maybe the fact is, of course, that things are not clear with you, but it could be emotional confusion as well, not knowing whether to end something, right? So let's see what the tarot is going to tell us. So definitely I think to do with emotions. Okay. See, there is a beginning. There has been an opportunity. There has been some newness with respect to see how it fits in your situation. Okay, and you're quite clear about a few things, but there are few things which you are really confused about. But mind you, Cancer, you at a certain level, intuitive level, you know exactly what you want, but these clouds are your own thoughts which can be causing you confusion. Intuitively and emotionally, you know what is fulfilling, you know what is meant for you, but your logic is kind of getting in the way, which is adding confusion to something which is seemingly makes you very happy. That's the thing you have been quite keen on, and it, like, this card says that there is some, sorry, just a minute please. I think I got a bit of a cold coming up, so do pardon the occasional disturbance. I hope there aren't too many. So if you do have something which is brought about a new emotional beginning for you, but your logic, your thoughts are getting the better of you, they're not able to cut through the confusion. So just let me put it this way: when you start thinking about something, with respect to whatever this is, you're very clear, it all adds up, you want to make those changes, but then somewhere down the line, your emotions come in, your intuition comes in, your feelings come in, and then they say, should I really go on the path or no? Then your logic works, gets working again, and then it tells you that, yeah, look, this is how it is fitting. Now something which could be fitting might not be appealing to you, something which appeals to you might not be fitting into your logic. I think that is where the confusion is, but there is this path, you have an inner urge that I must go there, but your logic seems to be getting the better of you this time, Cancer. See, all these cards are of emotions, right? The only cloud is that at the mental level, it's not adding up for you. It's just that you have it within you that I must do this, but when you come down to the why and how, that's where the confusion is. But in your heart of heart, Cancer, what is it that you want? See, this is whatever this thing is with you, it really it's something new you want to try out. You're very excited about doing this. It really kind of gives you a bit of a rush that what fun if I do this. It would be so challenging, it would be so it's really going to test my skills as well, and it is going to be something new which I would love to try. But you're still in two minds about going ahead with this. There are a lot of opportunities connected with this. For some of you, it could be still that confusion, what should I do? Maybe you have too many options, which is also there with the 7 of cups. And even if you narrow it down to two, still the confusion persists, because at one point in time we can only do one thing. So even though, over a period of time you've narrowed it down, to two or three things, you still feel that that little bit of confusion is there. What do I start with? And you do know that this is something which is, you have a very strong inner urge that I must do it, I must try this, I must begin this. There's a lot of childlike enthusiasm, but again, that confusion kind of persists. So you are looking at, things clearing up, and I also feel, with the magician card over here, you'll get some sign from the universe which will tell you what to proceed with. You have your confusion over here, but after that, with the magician, some of you could get very clear cut signs. If you believe in asking the universe for any guidance, you will get that very clear guidance. And for those of you who rather rely on their own inner guidance, that will also become stronger as the days go by, and you will know exactly what you really need to quickly move towards. That clarity will come, it'll become crystal clear that this is the path I need to do, and I think you will get cracking with it almost at once and really put in effort. You would probably, kind of overlook other things in the pursuit of this, spending all your time, effort, and energy in just working on this, and letting other things take a little bit of a backseat, Cancer. So the moment the clarity is going to come to you, it is going to come to all of you, and you will get going with this. What are your challenges? We have Two of Cups. Now, why is this Two of Cups a challenge? Maybe, for you, it could be a partnership with somebody, or somebody else needs to be on board, or somebody else is connected with this, with whom there has been a little bit of, things haven't been very smooth between you and the other person. So, you really feel that, this person is essential to, your plan. And that is why I think you feel you might be confused whether you should approach them or no. Okay, so I think there is a little bit of a patching up which is required, with somebody, and that is probably making you wait, and you're wondering whether, you should be doing this or no. What's your guidance? Get going on this, Cancer, because, this energy to do whatever is really strongly, drawing you towards itself, that energy cannot be turned back. There is a certain force which is there, which you need to utilize that energy and create whatever you're supposed to create. Whatever the hindrance is this little bit of patching up with somebody. That is the only block, which you have. Otherwise everything is flowing very smoothly, and I think that is what is causing you the confusion. Okay, what is the outcome? The outcome is the King of Pentacles. Here you have a lot of success coming your way with this. Okay, so that is absolutely clear that this is something which is meant for you. You are meant for it. It's something you cannot avoid. You cannot, turn back. But the only thing is that, let me get a little on this. Yes, it is an offer which you need to make to somebody which you have been waiting, very long for. You were like, it's just hanging, over there in there, and you were thinking that probably, it's like you could not decide, whether to, approach a person or no, or you were just letting it be. But now it is time to take forward a cup of, offer them the cup of reconciliation, of patching up with them, because the time is quite right with the World card over here. The Empress, again is a card of waiting, but it gives a lot of abundance. For whatever reason you had the rift, that is not being clarified by the cards here. But whatever it is, do go ahead, talk to the person, connect with them, because their participation seems to be you cannot probably do without them, or without clearing up with them. They play a very significant role, and I think that's the only hurdle you are experiencing currently. That is the only thing which is causing you confusion. And with the Queen of Swords over here, this is also about, clearing up conversation, having a clear-cut conversation. Okay, so maybe in the past, for some of you, you could have spoken to them a little abruptly, or, in a very blunt kind of a manner. They could have, felt bad about, the way you came across, though you were speaking, what you were speaking, but, there is a way of putting things across that most people, most of us, do not like to be told things the way they are. It's always, more pleasing to the ears to have a sugar coated pill, so to say, right? So your manner of speaking could have been very abrupt or blunt at that point in time, because of which somebody's feathers got ruffled, and it's just fair to them to kind of placate them a little and tell them that probably you meant this, but it came across in a very, like I said, in a very abrupt or in a very cut and dried manner. That's about the only thing. Nothing really which is coming up in this reading. And even if you do feel that that is one thing which is holding you back, you're absolutely right about it. So you need to cut through the confusion, whatever is persisting between you and them. And a very simple, straightforward apology will also work very well, because probably in the past you also put things straight, in a very straightforward manner. So it's just appropriate that your apology also should be in a straight manner, straightforward manner, if that is how you normally speak, Cancer. So if you're speaking the truth also very clearly, it just goes that the apology should be equally clear, so that the person knows that whatever you say it exactly what you mean. So we have your guidance, go deeper. So there is something, you've got two moon cards here, just look. I mean, this is the Moonology deck, no doubt, but there is this, a very strong emphasis on, I mean, that's why I picked it up for you, I think, because there is something to do with your emotions, right? You need to, just acknowledge them a little, and not, sweep them under the carpet or bury them somewhere deep. You need to, even if you have done that, now you really need to explore it a little bit, okay? Open up to change. See, Cancer, you need to open up to change. If you want this thing to materialize, if you want this to happen, you need to go a little deeper within and see what are your blocks, and acknowledge them and work on them and release them if you want to move forward. Here it says open up to change, go deeper, and your third card is focus on the positive. So whatever has happened, that's fine, but go deeper, as in this card says that just be very conscious of the underlying energy in you, which can lead to these kind of things, to also figure out that why is it that you come across like this. Why is it that the way you probably come across can rub people the wrong way. That is something you need to be a little observant of, and with the focus on the positive, if you want. Now see, you have the ability to do a lot of things here with the Magician card here. So if things could have gone the other way, you also have the ability with the Magician card to turn them around, okay, and cut through this confusion of the clouds over here. So focus on that positivity, that you can do, you have the ability to turn it around in a better direction. So by all means do that, and it would require you to change a little bit, so that you allow the other change also to come in. And this is something new for you. Probably you've been thinking or sitting on this for a very long time. It's about to change, but it'll only happen when you take the initiative and try and sort out things for yourself and the other person. But because whatever this is, it's very strongly coming into your life, Cancer. It's very, very significant and important. That's what I get with the kind of cards you've pulled out today. So with that, Cancer, I'll wrap up your reading. Thanks for watching.